Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. We are back. Interesting that this says only 78% complete on Out of the Shadow, because I feel like if I didn't do the side quests, it's done. We're leaving. But okay, sure. There is... Oh, side quests are in my room.
He cracked the crystal too.
At my reading table. So we'll pick these up. I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention, maybe. And by that, I mean immediately. You know where I'll be. Okay, we'll do that.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Let's get the other one. From Karen. Oh, a trophy for reading a certain number of missives, probably. Something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come play me a visit at the toll. Something's wrong with Torgal?
He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
I mean, he's a special dog. He's different. But there's nothing wrong with him.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations.
Wow.
But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats.
Aww.
He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
Look
No,
at him.
Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
Oh, tired baby.
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
Maybe he's too
I
hot.
suppose things have been different since Rosalith.
Can
Perhaps
relate.
Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within.
Gross.
And I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves
This is
are
an all or nothing
habitually prey on
situation.
far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Alright, we're gonna go talk to Gout first. In case whatever he wants us to do is gonna send us out into the world map also, which seems likely. More like Big Boy Torgal needs big boy bones to chew on.
Clive, did you get my letter?
Yes, I got your letter.
Shh. Otto, were you listening?
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news.
I lurk while
It
filling out a
turns out
44-page
the
form.
highway
My goodness.
Slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders. And it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive,
Damn.
the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million. Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather...
One
Lady Karen
talent is
killed you.
50,000
Yes.
gil. That's a lot of gil.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Okay. To Martha. The classic star ruby.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Where is Isabel? Is she far away? Wait, that's antelopes. Where's Isabel? I mean, we can go do antelopes, but where's Isabel? Oh, she's over there. Northreach, yeah. Is this right? Yes. Okay.
Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, but not literally. Couldn't possibly. Tip tap, tip tap, tip tap, tip tap. Yeah, okay. Too far. Too far.
certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Oh, hi, okay. Femurs. I don't feel good about it. I think black and golden chocobos are the only ones who can fly, depending on which game you're playing. Yeah, white ones don't really come up, typically, but...
No. Will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question.
Draconian progeny, you're early today. We made Torgo
Just a big puppy, aren't
happy.
you? A
Very big puppy.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
I had an early meeting about to go into my next one. Well, I appreciate the lurk while you're in your meetings, and I am sorry that you are in early meetings.
When did you get so big?
Look at that big boy. He's a wolf and they are carnivores. He's my baby. I know. Cosmo gets food with meat in it too, even though I am not a meat eater. But we were at a pizza place grabbing a slice, and my partner was waiting with her outside, and they said she could come in. And so we brought her in, and they asked if she eats pepperoni, and I was like, sure. And so they gave us like a whole fistful of pepperoni to give her, which I spread out over several days, because she does not get spoiled with meat snacks, meat treats, because I don't have them. Time zones are the worst. I regularly have meetings with people who are 8 hours later than me, and I'm not an early riser. That sucks. Oh yeah, Isabel. Okay.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake.
Aw.
And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it.
That's rough.
I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Look at Torgal just hanging out.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
Take him for a walk.
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup.
Oh.
All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave
I
it
brought
with you?
one for later. I brought 5 for later. Gotta take care of my baby boy.
Right. Oh, nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
One thing this game doesn't do that
Clive.
14 does.
Were you able to locate
14
your
changes
quarry?
the icon to a
There were
check
indeed,
mark when you're
Lawsman.
going to the thing that's
You
going to
pointed us in
finish the
exactly
quest
the right
line.
direction.
And I wish this game did
Torgal's
that.
been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good,
Ooh,
very
we got a
good.
thunderstorm
Lady
outside.
Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Sid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally.
He's a
He's a friend.
friend. Is that an accessory for Torgal? Because I can't do stuff that's increasing Torgal's stats on my own accessories. The blood of Fenrir. There's a lot of little icons up here. And I don't know what they all mean. What do these little icons mean up here? There's a paw print. There's something that looks like a chicken leg. There's a clock. There's like a bust of a person maybe, and there's a sword. Alright, whatever. Torgal should get his own accessory slots. Look at that happy boy! A tail!
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Sounds like
refused
Karen.
Payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Right back to where I just was.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine.
I mean,
I'm selling it and
technically
taking
he
what
was
I'm owed,
always
then
a
you're
prince.
getting the rest whether you like it or not.
Well, or the son of a duke and a duchess. Whatever.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind.
She always does.
A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Oh.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take.
Aww.
Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable.
Yikes.
Wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
nice handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
Aww.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
Reminds me of that one woman at Martha's Rest who gave up her son after it was revealed he was a bear. Yeah.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go with the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Okay, I think we're finally ready to keep going.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Make for the foredeck.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
A request for assistance. My dear boy, my journey to Canberra has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemann's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canverian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted, and if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle. I guess that's supposed to say Byron, but I don't see a Y in there anywhere, or a B, really. It looks like Saren.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Old hideaway. Sid's legacy.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen. What a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass, and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things, and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad!
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
A new place to go.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Yeah. What a good boy. New chapter should mean new love interest for our hopeless romantic. We'll have to check in on it next time we're in the hideaway. I'm going to take a real quick break before we continue onward. Okay, here we go. It won't let us go that way right now.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed.
Sid the Outlaw.
I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
It's quite a canyon we are crossing. Look at the beautiful water. There's a whole Dracos deep. But how would we get down there? Oh, probably via that closed door we're not allowed to access right now. Fence, gate, whatever. Hello. It has a mouth.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Well, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker. I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Bocklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Get cart. Very straightforward.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take care.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
And if you ever want to see them,
Oh, that wasn't the one I meant to do, but I mean, that'll also work. Come here. Come here.
Let's try.
Oh, it goes on for such a long time. Interesting.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
I see where we're going, but as always, just gotta kind of look around first. In case there is a box in want of our attention. Oops.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
I don't think that's our
Seems
problem.
we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here.
They sure make it sound like something bad's gonna happen.
It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so
Cool.
rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
Not totally convinced we didn't just aid in the, I don't know, committal of a crime, but whatever. Really? No box?
Look at them all. Thought the bastards would have eaten the lot by now.
That's very surprising to me, but okay. No box. I was about to be like, what are these guys? Not good, is the answer.
But at least we won.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. The final sin.
So this is Zemeckis.
Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Thanks for the lurk, Cheesy. Meanwhile... Oh, they are having a thunderstorm too. At the seat of the Imperial Court.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule. And I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
Yikes.
The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
Emperor Emeritus Sylvester. No.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is
Does everybody know about Ultima?
I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain
The
truths
reveal that she's been sitting there the whole
regarding
time.
the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
Tanker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
They definitely care about these flowers, and
Does
I
it
don't.
pain you that you will not inherit your father's
Dude,
throne?
shut up!
I have suffered worse.
This fucking woman.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
What does she know?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside.
Helgaroo.
His troops are well trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But as long as we wait for the siege to end.
Woohoo! All for, I think, one little shiny thing that was up here that I got already, and I don't know what it even was anymore. Just checking. Wrong button, as usual, but accomplished plenty. They're finishing things up. In case you needed any further confirmation that they're actually helpful. They did that.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the crystalline dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Market. I mean, like a shop, specifically.
What are you looking for?
A fine choice. Many thanks. Just what I was looking for. You're sure you don't need it?
I like this
Just
guy.
what
He
I
actually
was
wants
looking
my
for.
stuff.
You're welcome anytime. Out of my sight, wretch.
And his orchestration role was cheap.
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
Muse. It's going pretty good.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for
Any significant events so
inspection.
far today?
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
Not really.
They're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without
We're
that
chasing.
pass.
We're trying to go find what's going on in
Let's go and
Canver, I
find Goose,
think.
shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Where are you, Goots? There he is.
Ah, good. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
Slow down, Goots. Just tell us what happened.
It's me trader's pass. It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
The flippin'
Do you
checkpoint.
remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a bairn bumped into me and... Here, You don't think that they might have nicked it, do you?
It wouldn't surprise me. A busy market like this is prime territory for pickpockets.
So, to get the pass back, we need to find this child. Where would we even start?
Always the children that are the pickpockets.
Bocklad who might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure nothing else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Stops next to the checkpoint.
Bloody Crimson Caravans, scooping up all the best customers. Leave some for the rest of us.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain.
Would the child thieves have stolen Karen's pass?
Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion,
I mean, why would the child
Republic has been
thieves have
clamping
stolen
down
a
on
pass
any
at
commerce
all?
that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of easing one's
I see.
progress to being essential if one wishes to cross the border at all. And with demand outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market?
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them.
I see.
And the same someone who has Goots' pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back?
And we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
Is there any other way of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
Crimson collar.
The proprietor of the furniture makers by the coach.
It is like he must just be walking around with like a Boy Scout badge sash, right?
You speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Yeah, Muse, I think you said that the other day, and that's exactly how I picture it now. Okay, where are we going? Up here.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
Ew.
Caravan
Juicy pears! Slake your thirst without a crisp.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular? Ah, Eloise collared you too, eh? Then I expect you want to know more.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
For one, that they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will...
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and
we're right.
smoked.
You don't need to scream in our
interest you?
faces. We're right here.
Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one, this isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
How hard can that be? Oh, goodness.
You should come with me to the Dominion.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
If we run into the fucking medicine girl, I'm gonna lose my shit.
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets? Do you get paid for it?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they
Also
come
waiting for
calling,
him to stand like this.
you know what to tell them.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Jug of snake spit for the road?
Excuse me?
What do you want? I don't have any money.
It's all right. We're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making children like you steal from travelers. We need to know who's behind it so we can stop them.
I don't know much about it, really. But my friend, Hansa, he said he got a job doing something dangerous.
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might be?
He's usually by the tents outside town.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
You see him do some Zack squats.
Come on, come on!
Peaches and pears.
Well, all the it happens in Crisis Core, but it also happens in Remake. All of the children stand that way with like their hands behind their heads. It makes no sense.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed
Scamp.
if we robbed his boots off him. Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out, they'd string us up by our guts.
Would they now? Perhaps you'd like to introduce us to these charming characters.
Shit, we're in trouble now. What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter, where are you going?
So that was Hansa, eh? Jill, you watch these two. I'm going after him.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you see a boy run past? He stole something from a friend of mine.
There was a boy ran back there towards the Chocobo pen, but...
Thank you.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion post-haste.
Post-haste.
Bloody crimson canvas.
Running round in circles. Where are you, Hansa? Oh, can I go in here? No.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
I'm cheap. Where is he? Oh.
Shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hansa. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them. Who are they?
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gill if I did what they told me. I knew they were bad, but bread doesn't come for free. Didn't come at all half the time, before I started buzzing for them. You know, if I didn't do it, they'd just pick on someone else. Someone they could push around easier.
Hansa.
You found him then?
Jill. Where are the other two?
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
You're... him!
I haven't got your pass anymore, if that's what you're after. I gave it to the Carstones. Whatever you do to me, I can't get it back. Not that I go against them anyway. If it weren't for their gill, me and my mates would have starved.
Cowards! You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him!
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are.
Menacing mercenary.
That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo?
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? I'm just her back and a blade. Theodore, at your service. Sorry about before.
Theodore, what do you know of the Cast Stones?
Vultures who have made Boklad their hunting ground. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those with gill and bullying those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship. But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hansa's a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the Stones, some other poor souls would have. On pain of death, most likely. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
Oh, where is it?
Okay, give me just a second.
Oh, where is it? Oh, where is it?
So, what's the plan?
What else? We find the cast stones and we crush them. You get your trader's pass back, and I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then. Honza, where are they camped? Don't worry. They'll never know you told us.
Couldn't if I wanted to. They always come to town to collect the passes. Meet us outside the gate. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
We'll try it this time. Which way were they going?
Back down the road towards Leighton's Cleft.
That's where we came from.
To Leighton's Cleft, then.
Leighton's Cleft is to the south, past the camp.
Leighton's Cleft is way over here. See, because that's where we came from originally, but whatever.
That's that then.
Daddy!
There are no crystals here. We have to keep...
Feels like we should have walked past him on our way in, but, you know, whatever.
That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
Yeah, that was too
At least
easy.
we know we're on the right track.
Wouldn't have wanted to miss those sharp fangs.
We got company! That's the lot of them.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I was trying to latch onto the spellcaster, and in the meantime I was not paying attention to my health.
You all right, boy?
He's always okay. He's so good. How do I change, or not even, lock on with L1, but how do I cycle the targets? Embodying Ifrit again. Ability techniques, parry techniques, stagger techniques, punishing techniques, cinematic techniques. No, none of... No, not quest lock. R3? Or maybe L3. Okay, we'll try that.
We got company! Got the lot of them.
Yes, you're right. There's their little camp.
Not a bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural-born ne'er-do-wells.
Especially the little ones. And Hans has got nimble fingers, all right.
Watch these
It'll be
fucking
a
cell
shame when they
swords
chop
that
them
we
off.
helped before show
But till
up
then,
here.
Let's make the most of it.
Scum. The leaders of the cast stones, I take it.
They don't deserve any mercy, Clive.
I wasn't planning on showing them any.
We're ready when you are, Theodore.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck! It's that guard from Boklad! Kill him! Kill them all!
Yeah! So much justice!
Too slow. Nice try.
Oh, so much justice! He took himself down by hitting the lightning rod. That, my friends, is what is up. Lightning him to death. If you don't do that side quest, the guards that tell you the cell swords are shady don't show up. I mean, the cell swords are obviously shady.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses. And traders' passes. Dozens of them.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No doubt Goots's is somewhere among them. Now I just need to sort through it all and return everything to the people it was taken from.
We should go and give Eloise the good news. Can we leave things here in your hands, Theodore?
Of course. Oh, and, be sure to tell her of the part I played, won't you?
We'll be glad to.
Okay, we're going back. And let's just fast travel back.
Ah, Clive. How goes the hunt? My brother isn't getting in your way, I trust?
Quite the opposite.
He helped.
So it was the cast stones who were behind it all. Theo told me he'd been on their trail. And their demise solves 3 problems at a stroke. That of the pickpockets, the bandits pulling their strings,
Pickpocket.
and the passes they were stealing.
Attenzione, pickpocket.
I only hope yours is among the items you recovered. Only time and Theo's return will tell. Speaking of whom, welcome home, dear brother.
You are too kind, Eloise. Here, Clive. Goots' pass. Ask him to keep a closer eye on it from now on, would you?
I will. Thank you.
El, I've asked our boys to carry the rest of the goods back. Can I count on your help in sorting through it all?
Of course. I'll make some space in the storeroom. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. But it wouldn't do to leave without introducing yourself properly. Would it
Properly.
now? Sid. Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crimson Caravans are always happy to help those in need. For a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving.
For a small fee
Be
of
that
2
goods to
million
market,
gil.
Or bearers away from it.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't for her, I'd have been branded as a boy.
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our operation. And who better to join forces with than the leader in the field? Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be our pleasure.
And our honor.
The honor is ours.
Here, Clive. This is for you.
Another seal?
What is it?
El has friends in high places, while I have associates in, lower ones. That mark is proof that you're a friend to us both.
The 2 emblems are joined to form the color and compass.
I shall bear it with pride.
Well, all that remains is to wish you a safe onward journey. Goots'
Oh, they
pass
said
should
the
secure you a
title.
place on the
Onward.
caravan. But if you encounter any difficulties, we would be delighted to provide you with a coach of our own. For a discounted price, of course. Say, 9 million?
We'll try the caravan.
Only 40 talents to transport goods.
Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
But first...
Let me carry your goods. Pardon me, but would you happen to be a fighting that well-notched steel and impressive physique. I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin.
There shouldn't be notches in your steel. That's bad.
Just
Just to be clear.
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well,
what a
being
wild thing to
something a
ask
scholar
someone.
of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city, and I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts said to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well,
Zemeckis.
Will you ever party to a finer proposition?
You don't know me.
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road. And from there, onward to
He said the title again.
Quickly. There is not a moment to lose.
Wait. Good luck with your ne'er-do-wells. I better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
Or worse, expelled.
Order for hire. Best service at the... I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps?
Good, I think
He
that's where we're
doubted
going
they would
anyway.
be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
That's that then.
There are no crystals here.
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. Has a sellsword passed through here? Grey hair.
Now you mention it, there was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now why don't you do the same and leave me be?
Okay, cool.
Why am I not surprised?
The ne'er-do-wells.
If you know what's good for you.
He's a level 30 ne'er-do-well. Oh. That was a lot.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't have gone off ahead without me.
We have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
Wow, 25 gil.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones, over there.
Hey kid, shut up.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
She's like, yeah, and if I wanted to tell him what I said, I would have told him.
Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here?
Ancient sword. Not as good as the sword that I have. Pfft.
I think we've found our thieves.
Don't make me fight a goblin king. Okay, goblin prince. Fine. He's just like gone up in the air somewhere. Madness. That's it.
Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph? So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you. She was worried you might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves. The problem was knowing what to do with them when I did.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know what that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead, and all the missing food. I launched myself at them, full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them? And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
You learn something new every day, Clive.
Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ooh. Okay, we still gotta get down there. Which involves going around, I think. It's another close as the crow flies, but not actually close in terms of how you get there. Guy.
All right then.
So, after what we just said about not fighting the goblins, we're gonna fight some goblins. Fell down some rocks in the process there.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, the final sin in all its glory. As Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum, did man enrage the gods, and great was the vengeance that was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward! History awaits!
Back to the cleft.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time.
Oh, he almost hit himself with the lightning rod, but then he didn't. Oof.
Nice try. I needed that. Come on! To me, Flames!
Oof.
You're good. Come on! Nice try. Yeah.
slow.
Oh yeah.
Good work.
Yes.
Still in one piece.
It would seem so. Once more, I am in your debt. And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right, of course. And not only have you plucked me repeatedly from the jaws of death, you have proven yourself a willing audience to my ramblings.
Ramblings.
Glad to help, but didn't you say you came here to investigate something?
I fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth, a captive ear was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown somewhat weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea of purchasing a companion. A captive audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
Oh, good. I think this took me back to town, which is where I needed to go anyway, for the other side quest. Sweet.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
And nasty. Let me, my lord. You won't regret it.
Oh, I should restock my potions while I'm here, too.
Once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. He found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
Where's the shop? This way.
Well met. You've a discerning eye. Many thanks.
For potions? Wow.
Thank you.
You're sure you don't need it?
Its whole purpose is to be traded for Gil. And so we have done that.
Come on, come on!
The caravan stops next.
Juicy pears! Slate your pears!
What I really want to be is a...
Here you are, good. Try not to lose it again.
Me pass! You found it! Oh, thank you so much. Nan would have killed me if I'd come back without it. I'll have to say thanks to Elle and Theo, too.
So should you, Hansa. You and your friends don't have to steal anymore. If anyone threatens you again, you know who to turn to.
We do. And we already have. Miss Elle's given us a job shifting the chocobo shit out the stables. It's hard work, and the pay isn't half what we got from the Stones. But if we stick at it, we'll keep ourselves fit.
You stick at it, then.
And Goots, I'm sorry for stealing your pass.
That's all right. I've got it back now. And all's well that ends well, eh?
You said you're trained to be a blacksmith, right? Well, I'm gonna be your first customer.
Aww.
I'm gonna save up all my gil and get you to make me a massive sword.
You gotta give the potions a good squeeze to make sure they are good quality. I thought you were gonna say to make them fit into my bag.
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
Not my friends,
You remember
okay?
the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
Oh boy.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts. And more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Oh yeah, the stepbrothers. That's a good point.
Your Highness. You will join
By
me in my
marriage,
fight.
they are technically brothers, sort of, almost. Well, yeah.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your
Joshua is her
please.
son, and
As
Dion's
you are
her
aware,
stepson.
The Dalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal.
And then
It is but a matter of
Olivier
time
is
before they
each
invade.
of their half-brothers.
If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. the chaos he would wreak would
I don't
sweep
fully
from
follow
Valisthea
what's going
into
on
the
with the
abyss.
Ultima part of the
The lives of every
storyline.
man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may.
Just throw Clive in there too. I mean, Clive and Dion are also stepbrothers.
What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding.
Big
Alas.
Narcissa Malfoy vibes.
Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies.
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness.
I will say the problem with her is she's very,
Now
like,
hurry and make ready.
generic
Your
villain.
Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut.
Like,
May
I don't
your
understand
fire
what her
reduce his
motivations are
enemies
other than
to ash.
power.
Till all of Valisthea
But, like,
bows
for
to its
why?
rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
My question is that why
You're
does
not her keeper,
Annabella play
Phoenix.
with dominance like that?
This
Bahamut
is a
and
matter
Nefri
for
could
the
have burned her to
Imperial
the ground
household
by now.
now.
Yeah,
And
right?
as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have,
Like,
shall
her
be yours.
motivations in her storyline don't... I feel like there's a lot left to be filled in there.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Take to the skies together. Terrence.
My prince. Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. And this is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
It's dramatic. Wait, but there's another side quest there. Why? Why do you do this to me? God damn it. But what are the thoughts of Medicine Girl at this moment? We need to know. Where is she and why is she important? Alright, we're about to finish up, but let's go here.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
And they're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
What is it, boy?
Quickly! Run!
Is that Medicine Girl?
What's happening?
I don't know. Torgal! This way.
Okay, but what is happening? I want to know. Fire in the sky.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?
Any guard, watchman, or sentry is to be slain on sight.
Did I remember to go get more potions? Sure didn't.
Those were Imperial Dragoons.
Oh, I may not have had the opportunity. We may have been caught in cutscenes. I think we were. Therefore, very much on the lookout for stuff. How long do I have left today? Not too much longer. I should stop now, but I want to find out what's going on.
What in the hell is going on?
let's go and see.
Right. But first we find Goots.
I just hope he's all right.
You there! Identify yourself!
I don't want to fight dragoons. Oh, I did get more potions. Okay, good for me.
They're armed! Quickly! Cut them down!
There's a box. At least they hold to the fact that magic users have no fucking HP whatsoever. I took that guy down in like 3 hits.
It's over!
Now there's quite a lot of things going on all at once. Oh, that was so close to a primed, a semi-primed finish or whatever it's called.
A civil war?
Where was that box? Was it? I thought it was over here. Yes. Okay. Oh, good. 15 chunks of wyrite. Just what I always wanted.
Never thought I'd be glad to fall into a sewer.
What would a Final Fantasy game be without a trip to the sewers? Oh, that was brief.
Ward secured, Captain. None of the Emperor's forces remain. They gather the men. We press on to the council chambers. Yes, Captain. What of the men and women in the market district? The evacuation is complete, Captain. Good. Then all that remains is to dethrone the Pretender.
There it is. The bell tower.
Ah, where we will find Goots.
Right.
The square with
Let's
the bell
go.
tower. He told us about. Okay.
Ah, a goods lift.
We're goods. And we're being lifted.
Where in Grigger's name did you come from?
Okay.
Intruders! Who goes there? Defend the gates!
They're just like all flying around in it. Ah! Aerial blast times 100! Wild. I would say that was rather effective. Shout out to Torgal, I think, for taking care of basically all of the flying enemies. Collateral judgment. Not quite ready yet. Come to the lightning. Yes. Right as it disappeared. Okay. Finished that guy. There was a gate somewhere that we were supposed to go through. Oh, we came from this way. I remember that cart. Okay. The only reason I removed aerial blast is because it blocks the view and you can't see what is coming from a heavier enemy. I totally get that, and I just run in there and jump around. A lot of combination stomping happening in the middle of the aerial blast. Hoping for the best. For all my precision dodges, precision is not really the keyword of how I do the fights.
Stop! In the name of His Highness!
It's over.
Wait, was there something over here? No. No. Okay. Are we calling the Via Purifico of Bavel in X the sewers? Yeah, maybe.
Hold on, kids. We're coming.
There's definitely sewers in 7 and 8. And most of the Pixel games that I can recall. Like, they love a trip into the sewers.
In the prince's name, none shall pass.
I think he jumped onto the lightning rod. Or he should have. You'll notice all of the war worms have been disappearing while I have been paying them no attention whatsoever. Tink, tink, tink. Semi-prime finish. Just gonna keep limit breaking away. I mean, it means our health is going up, so whatever. Okay. Wait, is this where we came from? No. It might be. No, it's not. Okay.
Enemies on the ramparts! Kill them!
You hush. Always be looking for a bunch of accessories for abilities I'm not gonna use. No, I feel like we're about to hit a boss fight that I don't want to do right now.
Can you see him anywhere?
I think I was right. Alright, we're gonna give it one try. If I die, I'm not gonna try it again today. Because, again, I intended to stop and then I just didn't.
It must be one of the Dragoon's pets.
The dodging, it did not happen. Yeah, you hit that rod. I don't want them. I don't want any of them. Thank you. No, thank you. It's so big. I don't feel like my dodging is gonna work. Yeah.
Guess we're all ready. That's better. Nice try.
Yeah. That was very effective, for my health at least. Okay, why am I so bad at dodging those specifically? Gonna try and keep dodging. Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. I don't want whatever that is. Yeah, I don't think we want it.
Get ready to move.
We're moving. Or we're trying. Oh, this is not good. Don't be here. Don't be here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Maybe we weathered that pretty well. Not that one, though. Never that one. Yikes. Too many. No, thank you.
Too slow.
Running yourself into the lightning rod, why don't ya? Yeah, right on it. Hell yeah. Can't be good.
Too slow.
Said you can't dodge them all. That's my complaint. I can't see myself. Where am I? Okay, yeah. Okay.
Nice try.
It's the only time I can ever dodge those guys. Could use some help, friends, if you wanted to, you know, do stuff. One more hit. He's right.
Nice try. Come on.
Here it is. Okay. There it is. Semi-prime finish. In one try. Look at that. I might be getting a little better at this game. Maybe. Maybe. Okay.
Over here, Clive! Are you alright?
Goods, there you are.
I didn't know there'd be a dragon.
All right, let's get out of here.
It's okay. We took care of the dragon.
Oh!
Oh no.
What now?
Is that the Mother Crystal's heart?
What the hell is it doing up there?
Oh, don't make me do another fight. I don't wanna.
Muhammad.
do this.
We must leave. Now, Your Grace. I beg of you.
This is not what he wanted. Something's happened. Forgive me, Yud, but I must put a stop to this.
Your Grace!
That doesn't look good. Was that the creation of a mother crystal? Didn't look like anything we want to be happening.
So, what do we do now then?
We destroy the heart.
Well, you might come back.
As soon as the flames die down, the Imperials and the Dalmex will move in. This may be our only chance.
And Bahamut has gone for now. You should get as far away as you can, Goots.
Just a full-on lantern on his belt.
In the lurch. I can't do that. If you're staying, then so am I. I packed everything up before I made a run for it, so if there's out you need, just ask. But I won't be giving it away for free. Nana'd never forgive us if I did.
Thank you, Goots.
Is he a traveling shop now? Yep. Oh, he's a traveling lots of things, it looks like. Okay, let me investigate this, and then we're gonna stop.
What can I do for you?
Goots' toll. The big hammer.
Welcome to the big hammer.
He's like, I definitely just made that name up right now.
Did I do it right?
You tell me.
That's 10 times better than it was before.
He's so proud of himself.
Is all done then? No. Is there out else you need?
Out else?
I think I counted that right. A pleasure doing business with you. How else you don't need? You've got everything you need then. How else I can do for you?
Okay, hold on. Diamond sword, no. No, because that's still not as good as what I have. Okay.
Anything else I can make for you?
I think we're done. And we will save. Okay, that's a good place to leave it. Thanks for hanging out today. Of course, the person that I was going to raid to just raided to someone else because I took so long to finish. Ay, it's okay. I think we'll just call it a day because I don't want to spend a long time looking for somebody to raid to after I thought I'd got one. Cool. Okay. Have a great rest of your day. It is Tuesday, so I am not streaming tomorrow. And if I stream Thursday, it will not be at the usual time because I have a dentist appointment at noon on Thursday. Gotta go when they're available because they're never available. So that's going to be it for me today. I'll hopefully see you guys Thursday. If not, certainly Friday. Have a great couple of days, week until I see you. Hope your week continues to go well, goes well, starts going well. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see y'all again soon. Bye, Muse. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.